Hello, my name is Haku. I am a Buddhist monk from Japan. Today, I want to share some thoughts about living with gratitude. Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share your comments or suggest topics you'd like me to talk about in the future. Let's begin. Gratitude. It's such a simple word, but its meaning can be profound. In our busy modern lives, we often forget to stop and appreciate the things we have. We focus on what we don't have, what we want, or what we think we need. But what if we paused for a moment? What if we chose to see what is already here, around us, and within us? Gratitude doesn't have to come from grand gestures or extraordinary events. It can come from the smallest things: the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your favorite tea, the sound of a friend's voice. These are not just ordinary moments. They are opportunities to feel grateful. When we begin to notice these small things, life starts to feel fuller, even in difficult times. I have met many people who think gratitude only applies to happy moments. But that's not true. In Buddhism, we talk about life being a balance of joy and suffering. Both are part of our human experience. Gratitude can exist even in hardship. For example, when you face a challenge, it might teach you something important about yourself, or it might remind you of the people who care for you and support you. These are moments to be thankful for, even if they are painful. Gratitude is also not about ignoring what's wrong in your life. It doesn't mean you pretend everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding light, even when things seem dark. It's about saying, yes, this is hard, but there is still something to appreciate. When we practice this mindset, we grow stronger and we find peace in our hearts. In the first part, we talked about the importance of noticing small moments of gratitude, even in difficult times. Now let's explore how we can make gratitude a regular practice in our daily lives. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is also an action. Like any skill, it takes practice to develop. One simple way to begin is by creating a habit of reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to think about 3 things you are grateful for. These don't have to be big things. Maybe it's the smile of a stranger, a meal you enjoyed, or the fact that you made it through a challenging day. Writing these things down can make the practice even more powerful. Some people call this a gratitude journal. Over time, it trains your mind to focus on the positive. Another practice is to express your gratitude to others. When was the last time you told someone, thank you? Not just for a favor, but for simply being in your life. It could be a friend, a family member, or even someone you don't know well, like the person who delivers your mail. Expressing gratitude strengthens your connection with others and brings more kindness into the world. It also reminds you of the support and care that surround you, even if you don't always notice it. In Buddhism, we often bow to show respect and gratitude. This bow is not just a ritual. It is a way to remind ourselves to be humble and thankful. When we bow, we acknowledge that we are not alone in this world. Everything we have, our food, our clothes, our shelter, is made possible by others. Practicing gratitude helps us see this interconnectedness. Modern life can make this practice challenging. We are often rushing from one thing to another, and we forget to slow down. Technology too can be both a blessing and a distraction. But you don't have to change your whole life to cultivate gratitude. It starts with small, intentional moments. For example, the next time you eat a meal, pause for just a few seconds before you begin. Look at your food. Think about where it came from and the people who made it possible for you to have it. That simple pause can transform an ordinary moment into one of deep appreciation. Gratitude is a practice that brings us back to the present moment. It teaches us to see the beauty of what is already here. And the more we practice, the more natural it becomes. Now that we've talked about the importance of gratitude and ways to practice it, let's look at how it can transform our lives. Gratitude is not just a practice, it's a way of seeing the world. When we live with gratitude, our perspective changes. We begin to focus less on what we lack and more on what we already have. This shift can bring us a sense of contentment and peace. When we feel grateful, it often leads to other positive emotions: joy, compassion, and even resilience. Life can be unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. But when we approach life with gratitude, we find strength to face those challenges. Gratitude doesn't make problems disappear, but it gives us a foundation of positivity and hope to stand on. I've seen this in my own life and in the lives of others. People who practice gratitude often describe feeling lighter and more connected to the world around them. They notice beauty where they once saw nothing. They appreciate relationships that might have gone unnoticed before. Gratitude has the power to change not only how we see the world, but also how we interact with it. If you're just starting this practice, be patient with yourself. Gratitude is like a seed. It takes time to grow. Some days it will feel easy, and other days it may be harder to find something to be thankful for. That's okay. What matters is the effort, not perfection. Over time, you'll find that this practice becomes a part of who you are. As we close today, I'd like to remind you to take a moment to reflect on something you're grateful for. It could be something that happened today, this week, or even something from the past. Let that feeling fill your heart, even if just for a few seconds. This small act can make a big difference. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It helps others find these teachings and join us on this journey. Also, take a look at some of the other videos on this channel. You might find topics that resonate with you, like mindfulness, simplicity, or finding peace in everyday life. And remember, your comments are always welcome. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future videos. Thank you for spending this time with me today. May your days be filled with gratitude and peace.